evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to GameStar TV and our casual night, PALSTRAYA Day Pal, we've called it, because we want to fit PAL in everywhere that we possibly can. Just a casual evening of a bit of competitive Paladins coming to you from Oceania. My name is Crisis. You don't normally hear me on the mic, but we're a little bit short of personnel tonight, and so I might just be casting together with the old pal, EJ. Good evening, EJ.
Yeah, g'day, pal. How you traveling?
I'm traveling well, pal.
You throw another shrimp on the barbie today?
Yeah, it wasn't Australia Day here, so here in Christchurch we had a nice hot day though to commemorate things. We got to 27 degrees, which is pretty record-breaking for us here, and yeah, I'm going to celebrate Australia Day with a little bit of Paladins here on stream, and hopefully the mics don't pop all night when we say PALSTRAYA Day Pal. So EJ,
I hope
first,
that's the case.
we're going to have a little bit of a different format to what we're used to in the Hey Pals series, which of course is Swiss format. Tonight, instead, we've got 4 teams that have entered, the casuals, and we're going to just do 3 rounds of best of 3 round robin. So our first match, our first match of the evening is going to be Abyss Paladins versus Psionic. And they're just doing a quick map draft off air and in chat because that's how you got to do it. So the way they're drafting maps is Abyss is choosing the first map, Psionic choosing the second map, and then the loser of the second map is going to choose the third map. So we expect that Psionic, no disrespect, but Psionic will probably be choosing the third map. So let's have a look. Nobody wants to play on Stone Keep.
Oh, I was hoping for some Stone Keep, love.
And we've banned Frog Isle, of course, based on our experience from last week.
I was going to have Calder on tonight as our new analyst caster, but he's actually trialing in the first match we're casting.
All right, so I'm just going to say, what are maps? Just maps confirm, please, is what I'm going to ask Josh very quickly.
And who we should be spectating to, big super.
Well, you should spectate Josh Kent. So power that in, get that queued up, and we'll be into the match. And EJ, I think I'm actually going to cast with you. So we'll see how things go. We'll try and keep the production nice and uncomplicated, really.
All right, I'm specking Josh Kent. We're going to be joining the server very shortly. We'll get this match underway, and it's going to be an absolute cracker to kick off the Australia Day. I can't even pronounce the way we've tried to bastardize Australia Day into Paladins, but Crisis can keep that going all night.
All right, so our first map's going to be Stone Keep, and we're just waiting for... so Jag Falls a second.
Ha! I thought Stone Keep was bad, like a minute ago. They changed their mind.
And just letting them know to start when ready. So we're going to have Stone Keep first. Then we're, because apparently somebody said there were FPS issues on it, but somebody then smacked that down, that whole idea, put it behind, and so we're going to play Stone Keep for sure. And
we are into champion selection here, so we might just run through the 2 teams that are lining up for us for this match as they make their picks, Crisis. For the Abyss team, we've got Torvald, Hades, Joels, Josh Kent, and Chronix. And for Psionics, we've got Archmeters, Lethal CS, Chronix, Calder NZ, Xylos, and Enfield, I think.
Choose your champion.
Oh, there you go. So I'm now into the champion select. For some reason, it unqueued my spectation. So
and it's not Torvald. That's the dude that cursed, whatever his name is, QT is playing. He's playing the new dude, Mr. Psionic Handman. He's like a real old Iron Man with the old glove on.
So
and Iron Man's like a...
So being that I'm the producer and you're the player and the caster, I'm going to throw you into the deep end, and maybe Aggro Tank, who's in chat with us, he might know the answer to this. But can we have a little bit of a lowdown on exactly what this new champion is and what he does? I know that he's front line.
Yeah.
But beyond
so
that,
he's got a shield that he can project around his teammates that does good damage protection to keep his teammates alive. He's got a recharge beam on his hand and a pulsar beam as well, so he can suck shields away from other people and charge himself up. He has a pulse beam that damages. I think it does like 500.1 of a second or 50.1 of a second or something.
50.1, yeah.
Yeah, and then his Q is like a supercharged version of that, which is a massive kickback on. I got knocked off a map by some dude on a pub earlier today with it. So
it's definitely a large pickback. So
his Q has a large knockback.
Oh, so it's not actually it's not like a recoil that knocks yourself back. It's actually a knockback when it.
No, he blasts the shit out of you and knocks you a mile away.
Oh, right, okay, all right.
So we got Cuss QT on Torvald at this stage. They haven't swapped it up. Hayes, they just swapped it up. Then Hayes is going to play Torvald. Cuss QT is no, they switch it all around. Just pick a hero, you bastards. EJ's trying to tell people what you're playing. Ying is now with Cuss QT. Hayes is on Torvald. Joels is on Charlene. Josh Kent on a Victor. And Chronix is backing it up with the Cassie. And they got some high-level ranked players in the old Abyss team, so this will be quite interesting. Archmedes is playing Andronicus. Lethal playing Kinessa. Calder playing Eevee. Xylos with the Snake Boy. And Enveld is playing Mako the Rhino.
And speaking of Eevee, of course, we've got a skin for Eevee to give away. And I think, I don't know, we'll give it away at 50 viewers. So I'm not watching this, but if we can get 50 viewers in, we'll give away the Black Ice Eevee skin. And
well, that's a bargain to score that as a giveaway.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize, loot boxes or chests or whatever are like 100 crystals to buy one or something like that. So, and then you get a random thing out of it. So getting a guaranteed skin is actually worth a fair bit, I would say.
Yeah, it's worth 50 viewers logging in so we can unlock the raffle.
All right, and I just realized that I need to set up my... set up an overlay very quickly, so make sure you take it away.
So we're playing on Stone Keep here. It's a capture the point, then push the cart map. So one of these hybrid payloady capture pointy type map things. It's fairly well balanced map, I find, playing it. The point can be attacked from various directions and various heights, which make it quite usable to get a bit of altitude on these central points as well. So both teams getting ready to spawn out now. We're going to start in about 40 seconds. They're going to be, I should look at their loadouts. View loadout. So Hage is playing some cards, which I don't know because it's on a new character. Cassie's got the stock standard sort of disintegrate, charge the weapon up a bit more. Victor's looking to get in a bit of damage. He's got his grenade on the cooldown, so that'll be quite good. Joel's on the Charlene. He's looking to get some good mobility movement with his particular class out. And Ying, of course, doing the healing. Kinessa's waiting to snap and sniper everyone's heads off. And she's looking to get into that one. Oh, we're 5 seconds into countdown. We're going to...
Alrighty, and we're going to get ourselves following... no, that's not the Torvald. Here we go. And there we go. We've got our first engage going on. It's getting pretty dirty. Torvald draws the first blood.
Drawn first blood.
And
he does indeed. So it's Hayes. So Hayes pushing through there on the left-hand side, going to the high ground above the point before it unlocks. It has unlocked 39% now in favour of Abyss. So they're all over this like Christmas rash. Australia Day rash. It should be not a Christmas rash. So and shout out to Soggy Weepix, who's having a listen, by the way, because this is Oceanic Paladins, buddy. This isn't EU or North America. This is the best in the world.
Yeah,
this is
Aussie
Day.
Yeah, of
Aussie Day Paladins.
Esports well known all around the world. Getting a
Stop the payload.
And actually playing, according to that article,
killing
a specific meta that became known as the Abyss meta at the high risk finals. So. Yeah.
All right, cart has been captured. Payload is moving now. They're not sticking on it, though. Russ QT is heading back there and getting that moving on the Ying. Joel's just pinging away with the Charlene, and it seems quite unbalanced at the moment. We have to admit, though, Psionics are trialing some new players tonight, and we'll be interested to see if they make the starting lineup for next week. There, Hates dragged in with the hook there by Embiid. Doesn't manage to finish him off or do much damage to him. And they're going to push this cart up to the archway now. This is it, Crisis. This is the last major choke point. If they can hold it here, they want to buy themselves some time. 1:46 left on the clock as this cart rolls into the point. And rolling it is indeed. There's no one here to stop it. And this is going to be a easy 2-point opening cap for Abyss to start us off on Stonekeep. Oh, no, look at that. Xylo comes down to try and save it. Can't save it. And the push is successful.
Well. So, of course, we play through to the 4 points here to get the win. And then we're going to depart from what we're used to here on Against Those Paladins. We won't be going to this format. We'll actually be making use of the score ticker. And we'll be playing a best of 3. So, Abyss looking strong right
Point
now.
spawning
EJ to get through
seconds.
to that second round with a 1-0.
And Victor's on a 12-kill streak here, so absolutely tearing it up. It's Josh Kent. And the question that's been asked in the Twitch chat is Cuss QT actually an NA player? And they are. They're from Matchpoint, the #1 team in Paladins. And he's joining us for an Australia Day special to bring a bit of North American joy to the Abyss team for that. So the boys from Psionic have totally mixed it up here. They flanked hard down the right, Abyss flanked hard down the left, and they totally missed each other. Now still they've hit the point. Chronic's trying to get a bit of extra work in here. The Crow above is dancing around. Pad's bouncing as well. Onto the point, though, it is all Abyss, up to 30%. There is no contest on it at the moment, Crisis. And we are getting some on-fire kill streak happening for the Abyss team.
Yeah, I've been following Victor. He's been doing a good job of camping down on the point while adding to the damage stakes. And loving the skin, man. He's got the little plastic army man skin.
Yeah, no, it looks pretty good. So that's the new one that came out with the patch last night. And I should have actually had the patch notes open to go through all the patch details, but we'll do that later. We're at 90%. Now, this is cruel. Abyss have pushed off the point crisis. They haven't capped it. They're going frag hunting. And the 4 boys from Psionic are about to get a serious lesson in Paladins. Oh, no, look at that. The North American player's gone, you Aussies are a pack of bastards. I'm going back to get the cat. You spawn camping frag hunters. So Josh Kent and Cuss QT now got this cart moving directly towards the point. And the final engagement, I'd say, well, one of the final engagements from Psionic's coming in now. They've got a few ultimates up, so they could do themselves a favour and try and pop a few of those crises. Keep themselves in this match.
Yeah, still following Josh Kent at the moment. He's hanging back the Carters that he stopped for a little bit. Psionic getting some respite on the
enemy is immortal
right now, but there's last man standing. It's just in Broxus. In fact, it's
killing spree.
Just spawned. Ran out onto the final point there. EJ got himself by the crossfire.
Chronix picks up a double there to keep this cart moving through here. And the boys from Psionics are pretty much sitting back, waiting to see what happens here. They might even get down to the point if Abyss can camp them up here, which it looks like they're going to try and do. Oh, no, we've got a turtling rhino down there. Oh, no, the rhino needs to dig a grave and bury. And Snake Boy's down here, pops his cue, tries to spear them off the point, does Meldumba. Not quite into it, though, and they are going to get this pushed onto the cart. And there we go, victory! Map 1 to Abyss.
Well, I have to say, it's not really unexpected. We know that Abyss is the strongest team in the OCE region, one of the strongest in the world, in fact. So it's not a surprise that they're dominating like this. Now, we did think about keeping Abyss on air through the night, EJ, but we came to our senses, and for the second round, we're going to be re-featuring Psionic, but they're going to be going up against Reticence. So we'll have a little bit more balance coming in. And then for the last match, we're going to have last-minute losers going up Psionic. So everybody gets a little bit of love on stream. But it turns out, instead of Abyss being the ones that are going to get the most love, we're going to have Psionic.
Well, that's pretty exciting. They'll be very happy with that. And it'll give them some match footage to review of the players that they're trialing.
This is true, of course. Shout out to Calder. And, you know, between you and me, EJ, please don't mention it outside of this room, but I really hope that he doesn't make it. Yeah. Because we want him to come and cast for us. He's shown an interest in casting as well.
We did. I'd even thought of a new segment that I was going to pitch to you to roll out called Calder's Crystal Ball and have him, like, you know, fap over a crystal ball and see what sort of genie outcome he got to predicting the matches for the week.
Well, we'll see exactly what happens with him.
I know, just have to find another player who wants to cast now with the name of C, so it actually still rhymes. It's good.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe we'll get that. So we are gonna head into. I guess I just spectate Josh Kent again.
I can't bring up the dialogue box to type in spectate.
Yeah, me neither. I think we have to exit the game and then start it up again. So no
Okay.
matter, ladies and gentlemen, just bear with us as we do this, jump through a little bit of hoops and get ourselves back on. We're going to have Abyss going up against Psionic on map number 2. And, of course, map number 2 is going to be Jaguar Falls as soon as we get in there.
So what we're seeing here tonight, that even though it's a fun game, we're seeing the power of Abyss, and they are clearly Oceania's benchmark at the moment. Now, with the announcement of the new tournament that's coming for Smite and for Paladins, I really think that we will see more teams possibly move over towards Paladins, coming from the Overwatch or the LoL scene and so forth, because there's some decent prize money with that North American finals up for grabs, Crisis.
Well, this is the thing, you know, we've seen with our... Sorry, just doing this. Have I actually spectate? It hasn't lodged. Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting my spectator. Oh, there you go. I'm queued, so I'm ready to go. And hopefully you are as well, EJ. Yeah,
18 loot boxes. 18 loot boxes. What are you doing?
Oh, should I be opening them? No, I've got them there.
Some.
I'm just gathering them. I think in that other game, which the other
They'll
game,
not be
Overwatch,
mentioned.
I've got like 160.
Wow.
Yeah.
Either you got a lot of money and you just buy them to look elite or something, mate.
You know what? I actually missed an opportunity because I opened all of my Summer Games loot boxes. And what I really should have done was not open them, because then I could have had a bunch of standard loot boxes, which I'm, building up as I win games or whatever, level up. Then I would have had Summer Games. Then I would have had the Halloween special, then the Christmas ones, and I could have had a massive loot box opening bonanza going back.
Well, Sushi GTP has requested that you open them on stream. So I think you got to at least, give him one. We'll see how we go. Now, the teams have switched sides here. So Psionic's on the blue here, and it is Torvald who is picked first by Archimedes there. Haydes picking up Fernando again. They'll swap all this around. As we know, they do often do the picks to grab the characters in advance so they can't be ninjaed by the other team. So selective drafting going on as well. Ying and Sky picked up for the Psionics team. Macor and, your favorite Crisis, Barrick has been picked up. So we'll see a bit of turret love. Oh, they've got a triple tank, quad tank. So we've got Hads on Fernando, Giles with Marcor, and Barrick and Ruckus. So I hope Chronix is going to pick up a healer. This will be quite interesting. And that's left to Torvald. This is going to... I hope that Psionics have brought their lube.
No, okay.
because they are going to need it at the end of this round. Chronix picks up the Grok there, and it's switcheroo time. But we have a 4-tank, 1-healer meta coming in from the Abyss team. Is this the Abyss meta that we famously hear about? We'll soon find out.
Well, we were just talking before the stream went live about the PvE mode that's been released today in Paladins.
Oh, yes.
And it's basically tanks versus a team. Of course, the tanks are they're bots and they've been hugely boosted, so they got massive amounts of HP in comparison to what a standard tank would be. But it's 4 tanks and a healer. So this is essentially Psionic going up against the PvE build that has been released today, but it's been played by the top team in Oceania.
Yes, indeed. Quick shout out to OCE Paragon as well, tuning in for a listen tonight on Australia Day. Shout out to you, dude. Happy Australia Day to you. Happy Invasion Day to those who also go for the Invasion Day side of things. Match is about to begin, and we will get the map underway. We are on Jaguar Falls. And again, it's another capture the point, release the cart, push the cart, win the map type of map. And they're pretty exciting. I'm stuck on a pipe. Nope, move past the pipe, fly over a brick wall, making myself down to the middle. Alrighty, so we've got the waterfalls here looking over the beautiful central point. 2 high pillars at each end, or planks at each end. You can get a bit of height on. And multiple entry points once again, Crisis, into this point. So we should see some flanking opening by the teams. They won't come straight to the point. It's not their usual form. They'll engage on one side, try and get a few early picks, and then go in for the capture. 47 seconds till we get this second map underway here. It is Abyss versus Psionics. It's the Australia Day Paladin Challenge on GameStar. Do we have any prizes for tonight, Crisis?
Yes,
prizes
we do.
For Australia
Yes,
Day?
we do. First place, 200 crystals for each player. Second place is 100 crystals for each player. And we got those 3 skins to give away as well. So those can go to viewers or players. We might decide that there's going to be an MVP
Or
tonight.
casters, I once heard. Yeah, it'd be good.
That's possible. That's possible indeed. Indeed.
Alrighty, so we need another 20 viewers in here, and we can give away an Eevee skin, a rare Eevee skin, here on stream. So 5 seconds to get this match underway. It's the Black Ice skin. Get on there, get around your friends up. Just get them to join so we can open the raffle and give that away. So here comes Psionic straight down to the point now. Hard push in. It's a left hand straight down by Abyss. The engagement way away from the point has occurred, and it's Abyss, in fact, with their 4-tank meta just storming out in front. Joel's with the barracks, gone back to capture the point. They've gone for a bit of height here, I see. Psionics, they picked up Dragos, so they're going to get a bit of altitude into their attack, and Pip. So they've increased their mobility, but I don't think it's helped them that much because they've just been team wiped. Oh, no, they haven't. Oh, I lied. They have one player left alive.
Yeah,
he
running
just
for his
died.
life. It's Coldo, in fact, so that's a tick box in the survivability.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Welcome to your trial, Calder. You can stay alive the longest. All right, there's the payload capture. The 3 minutes to push it through has begun. I don't think they're going to need the 3 minutes based on what we've seen. We will wait and see, though. This 4-tank meta mixing it up here, setting the standard early in the GameStar Paladin Summer Series Aussie Day. What did I miss? What did I miss?
Man, I was watching the old Ruckus there, and he got smacked in the face, I think, must have been by Torvald or something like that, because he went flying for miles off of the edge of the map.
Yeah, that new repulsor, the Q. That's what we were telling you about, man. It is a serious knockback.
How did he get his Q that fast? It builds up real fast. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, just a little bit of OP. So here's number one. His mouse button, so his primary fire. It builds up for, it looks like for every second that it's...
Oh, look at that. Chronics with a beautiful triple on the Ruckus for Abyss. And we've got players on 6 and 7 kill streaks here in the opening round. Sky drops the bomb, doesn't pick up anybody. Ruckus gets another. That was Calder, who is actually on Sky. So they're going to wheel this card in now. And shout out to our North American buddy who must be up at absolute crack of dawn to be playing this. Josh Kent picks up a double. He'll be happy with that. And the first push is successful. And we are 3 minutes into the game. So 3 minutes for the first round. And Abyss have a 1-0 lead. Well, I should say a 2-0 lead with this best of 4 map 2 on Jaguar Falls.
Right, we're going to follow Sky around a little bit, I think. See if he can get a flank. Holder.
Holder's on the
stream, so
Point
that
spawning
his
in
teammate
15
is fighting for is going to be able to get a good idea of exactly how he plays. The kind of thinking that this is a real trial by fire going up against Abyss. They're all on fire. In fact, EJ, so lots and lots of work for Calder to get his flank on.
The sight of you makes me want to destroy my classes.
Well, I think Calder's going to need some aloe vera cream from the burnings about to feel from this team on fire. It's down the rush to right-hand side. Oh, the engagement is on. And carnage has begun. Dragos pops up high. Josh Kent gets the first kill, taking out Pip. And Chronics, Crust QT and Hades picking them up as well. If you were following Calder, he didn't do too well. He tried hard, though. He tried hard.
Well, he didn't flank, is what I thought. Well, I think if you're playing in hubs, what he did was flanking. So, not going to the flank. Like, in the competitive sense, he wasn't flanking at all. He didn't try to get flank that actually happened. And he got
They just can't stay away from
All right,
me.
so Barrack Joel sitting back on the point here, just him and his turret hanging out on a Thursday night. This is Joel's want to hang out with Terrence on Thursday nights. He's waiting for the point to capture. 96-99. Captured the point. Had's dropping back. Oh, Calder picks up a huge kill there. Takes out Fernando. That's going to be play of the week. That'll be a video on YouTube before the night is out, ladies and gentlemen. Calder, NZ, taking out Hads. Woo! Party poppers going off. Happy Australia Day.
So Card getting about to the halfway mark right now, heading up the hill. And Drogo's the one who's getting all of the attention. No, they got a bit of chase on. And I think it's after the turbo. They want to get rid of him very, very soon.
Yeah, OP Torvald here, but it is Chronix and Hads pushing the cart through, as is their want, and picking up the kills as they go. Our match point player, Cuss QT. I'm pretty sure that's not how I say his name, by the way, but if anyone does know how to say his name, by all means let me know. Otherwise I'll stick with Cuss QT, because he's a bit of a cutie, I hear. Crisis, you know, get some ladies on Twitter and he's pretty happy about that. The cart is stopped just in front of the point though, so he better get his good looks on here and try and push it through. Archimedes dropping the bombs on, and this is it, match point. Ding, 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 ding. There we go, victory.
And with that, Abyss makes short work of their best of 3. That's a 2-0 win to them in the first round. And so what we'll need to do is wait for Reticent versus Last Minute Losers to play out their round and then come back. So let's have a very quick look at the scores that went through there. Who got the highest damage? 33,000 damage for the Pip on Psionic.
Yeah, he actually carried his own. He got 3 kills as well. Not too bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
About 10 short of the worst killer for Abyss, but that's okay.
And Chronix, of course, with the highest damage stakes there on the Ruckus, and there's no surprise there, really, for that. Top eliminations going through to Chronix as well, with the 23, closely followed by Joel's on Beric. Well, that's our first round, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to take a short break. We will be right back in just a moment with round number 2 of the PALSTRAYA. I've got to actually see the name.
Yes, that's why I don't even try with it.
PALSTRAYA Day Pal Casuals here on GameStar TV1. Thanks for joining us. Do stick around. We're trying to get that viewer count up to 50. But if we can't, well, as the evening draws along, we might lower the bar just a little bit, just so that we can give away a skin, because we'd really like to. So stick around. We'll be right back.